Good morning. This is the Coco and Lefty show. This is a picture of Coco and Lefty. Coco's the good-looking one. She would be with us today, but she's asleep at the moment. So I'll take care of the program today. We've lived in Connecticut now since 2001. We moved here from this lovely house in Red Hook, New York, where we lived for 40 years. I was a dentist and practiced there, and Coco taught 6th and 7th grade science for 40 years before retiring. We moved to Connecticut to be close to our daughter and our grandchildren. Also, the house in Red Hook was a little too big for two people to just sort of rummage around in and to maintain. While I was practicing, it was fine because I had my office in the house. I'd like to introduce some members of my family to you. This is my son Peter and my daughter-in-law Maureen. They live in Alexandria in Virginia. As you can see, they live in a yellow wooden shoe. Peter is a systems designer. He works on a project for the State Department, and his wife Maureen works for National Geographic. She's a cartographic editor. They're happy living in this shoe, and although their taxes are high, they find that it's not in the warm weather they can just take a couple of paddles and go out paddling on the Potomac. My daughter Susan lives in Fairfield, Connecticut, which is nearby. This is Susan. For some reason, she's not looking too happy in this picture, although she's generally in a good mood. And she's a guidance counselor in Central High School in Bridgeport. She has two children. This is the younger, Jonathan. He's 13 years old. And the older grandchild is Andrew. He'll be 16 in February. Susan has two dogs. The larger one is James Taylor, and the smaller one is Cheyenne. They're affectionately called Barack and Michelle. I think that's about all I have for today's broadcast, because Shirley's asleep and can't join us. I'm generally shy and socially ineffective, so I'm sort of quiet. Whereas when you meet Shirley or Coco, you'll find that she's quite outgoing. She can, in fact, make friends with a rock in about 15 seconds. So I think that today's broadcast is at an end, and we'll bring our show to you next whenever we feel like it. So thank you for watching, and we hope to be with you again shortly.